A country kid with humble beginnings.
This is where it started for me.
I was terrible at first.
He wanted to outwork you. A lot of kids would shy away. He just craved it.
He worked all the way to the NBA.
Jimmy Butler gives Chicago the lead.
What is it about those moments that you love?
If I get to where I want to get to on the floor, I'm a force to be reckoned with.
Butler for the win. Yes!
He enjoys many passions.
These the mountains.
This is Jimmy Butler. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Way to do your job.
What's up, brother? How are you? Thank you, family.
Found the perfect fit in Miami.
This is where I was meant to be.
And relishes in the culture.
In order to play for this organization, you have to be about something greater than yourself.
Butler for the tie. Yes!
Everything that we do every single day is to win a championship. I made the right choice.
Inside the Heat, Jimmy Butler. Welcome to Inside the Heat. I am your host, Jason Jackson. When Jimmy Butler joined the Miami Heat in the summer of 2019, Heat Nation was excited to acquire a player known for his unparalleled work ethic, tenacious defense, and strong desire to win. While he is happy to call Miami his new home, he prides himself on being from Tomball, Texas. So we decided if we couldn't bring Jimmy to the country, we would bring the country to Jimmy. Welcome to Tomball.
Wow.
Come on, baby.
That really good.
Yeah. Jimmy, you pride yourself on not just being from Texas, but Tomball, Texas.
There you go.
Now, you say you're country at heart. How so?
I'm simple. I love being in the country, being out there by myself. I like the city as well, but I just like space. I like land for me to be able to do whatever I want at any time, any hour of the day with my people. I think that's what country is.
I'm from Texas. I love my cowboy boots. Gotta bring them with me.
As a child growing up in Texas, Jimmy was naturally drawn to sports, but there was a very specific reason he chose to play basketball.
Truthfully, it was way too hot outside to be playing football. That's why I went inside. Yeah, I was terrible at first, like I tell people all the time, because I was just fast, which came from football, but I was in the air conditioning, so I was happy.
So as you were progressing through high school, what type of player were you?
A bad one. Like, it's just like, I was just taller and probably more athletic than everybody that I went to high school with, but never really had a knack for the game of basketball.
But Jimmy was still the best player on Tomball High School's team, averaging 19 points a game and earning the MVP title his senior year. His next step brought him to Tyler Junior College, where his athleticism would be polished into true skill.
This is where it started for me. Right here, on these two baskets.
I just got lucky whenever I got there, and some kids ended up leaving, and I just got thrown into the starting lineup. Had no idea what to expect. And I come out my first game against Trinity Valley, and I scored like 35 points.
Jimmy Butler.
I'm thinking like, this has gotta be a fluke. No.
Oh, wait, you were the
no,
other one.
I wasn't a believer. And then the next game I come out and I scored 33. So I'm just like, okay, maybe I'm legit. Maybe I am for real.
He wanted to be great. He wanted to outwork you. A lot of kids would shy away from the controversy or shy away from the coaching, and he just craved it.
Coach was like, you can play at a very high level. I rode that all the way into the end of the year.
So that was your main takeaway, confidence? That
Oh yeah. As a kid then, to come out in your first two games and score 35 and 33, when I didn't know what to expect, I was like, you know what, maybe this basketball thing, it'll work out the way it's supposed to.
Basketball was beginning to show promise for Jimmy's future. In his time at Tyler, he befriended Buzz Williams, an assistant coach for Marquette, who would visit often to recruit Jimmy's roommate.
Buzz would just always come over there just yapping, like, oh, you suck, you're not very good, yada, yada, yada. But he was always like a friend, father figure to me, like always helping me in ways that he could. I just remember one day him coming back and was like, you know what? If I ever had a head coaching job, I would want you to come play for me. And at the time, Crean is the head coach. I'm like, ah, get out here. Like, Crean's not going anywhere. Crean coached Dwayne Wade. He's going to be at Marquette forever. Well, towards the end of the year, Crean left to go to Indiana, and Buzz gets the job. Buzz calls me. He was like, hey, do you remember what I told you? And I was like, yeah, you told me I suck. And he was like, no, after that. He was like, I'm now the head coach at Marquette. And boom, no visit, no nothing.
Butler in traffic with a right hand. A strong move by Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy's presence became known at Marquette as he earned his way to a starting position his second year there and led the team to a 5th consecutive NCAA tournament.
Butler gonna go again, stripped by Booth. His turnaround at the buzzer.
Yet, above all the accolades he collected, Jimmy was best known for his extraordinary work ethic.
Butler over Martin, able to knock down the jumper.
All right, we have some folklore. I want you to confirm or deny this particular story, that when you got to Marquette, that you kept a sleeping bag in the practice facility.
To tell you the truth, I was just always there, all the time. And I don't know if it was because, like, I knew I was going to have to be back up there early as I don't know what, or I just never knew what Buzz was thinking. Because Buzz, he would just surprise you, hey, on the court at 4, 5, on the court at 9, who knows?
Was this the beginning of you developing this reputation of your work ethic, or had you had that and just people didn't recognize it?
I think this was the beginning of it. One of the assistants was Jamie McNeely. He knew what Buzz expected out of all of his players, out of all of his guys. So he helped me with the transition from JUCO being the best guy to not being anybody coming into the sophomore. He helped me like, yo, your time's gonna come. This is the way that basketball works. So stay with it, stay in the gym, and it'll find a way to work itself out.
Welcome back to Inside the Heat. Jimmy Butler may not have been a household name coming out of high school or college, but his toughness and versatility did not go unnoticed. Initially projected as a mid to late second-round pick, the veteran Chicago Bulls had different plans for Jimmy. They selected him with the final pick of the first round.
I wasn't supposed to be a high draft pick, wasn't supposed to be in the first round. It was crazier for me that I was going to Chicago with D Rose because his best friend was my junior college point guard. So that's the first thing I thought about. I was like, well, I'll probably get to see Randall every day. You know, I won't be alone up there. Not even thinking about
slotted money, the change of your life.
I was like, at least I won't be up there alone. That's it. I was like, I'll know one somebody in all of Chicago. I know one person.
Skipped out, that's stolen by Jimmy Butler. He's going to glide in and dump the ball.
Jimmy Butler does it at both ends of the floor.
Chicago started with your reputation as a defender, but then you became a legitimate two-way player and were recognized for that growth in 2015 as a most improved player. But what did that recognition mean to you?
Not a lot, to tell you the truth.
Myself.
I think the only thing that it helped me to realize was I belong in the league.
Oh! There one! Butler has it. He'll take the three and hit. Jimmy Butler gives Chicago the lead.
It wasn't going to make me stop doing what I did to get to that point. It was just like, okay, maybe LeBron James knows who your name is. Maybe Dwayne Wade knows who your name is. Like, but you got a long way to go before you can really be at the level that they're at. This is just the beginning of it. So to get there, you got to keep it up.
Zhang into traffic. Oh, he has Jimmy and he scores. Nice setup by Lou.
You got some Heat residue on you early. Lou hadn't been here yet, but you had Lou Aldang to start it, and when you're wrapping up your Bulls days, you had Dwayne Wade. How impactful were those two on you?
Lou is crucial for me because I didn't play as a rookie and like halfway through my sophomore year, and Lou was always telling me, stay with it, your time's coming, and it's up to you to be ready. And it did. It happened, and I was ready, all because of Lou making me work out because I was frustrated. And I was like, it's not going to happen. But it did, and Lou made sure that I was ready.
And then Dwayne's right.
Oh, man, that guy. Obviously, what he means here to the city and to this organization is beyond special. But what he meant to me in my Chicago days, from the very first time that I heard him do his press conference, and he said, look, I'm not here to take over, quote unquote, Jimmy's team. I'm here to play with Jimmy.
But we're not going to go through this all year. This is Jimmy Butler's team. This is a guy that I have a tremendous amount of respect for.
That's just incredible. You're talking about a Hall of Famer come here to say he wants to play on my team and wants to help me win and help me grow, which he did. And he also planted the seed that there's an organization that's for you out there. There is one.
Listen, I tell people all the time, Jimmy Butler was always a Miami player. He just
that's
hasn't
what I
played
hear.
in Miami yet.
That's what I hear.
Yeah. After 6 seasons in Chicago, you have your stops in Minneapolis and Philadelphia.
Butler looks like he's going for the win. Butler heaves and hits. Jimmy Butler delivers for his new squad.
A lot has been said about it, but what do you see in your rearview mirror?
I see a lot of good people that I got along with, and I just see 2 organizations that I didn't fit with. I look forward to the now and the future, and, you know, I appreciate them for the opportunity, but I feel like this is where I was meant to be, for real, for real.
And while Miami might be Jimmy's destiny, his journey to get here included a noteworthy ability to perform in his former team's most critical moments.
Jimmy, step back in the air.
Oh, big time play, big time play. Jimmy Butler, can he win it here? It is Butler for the win. Yes!
The NBA has a definition for clutch players based on performance down 1 or tied with 10 seconds left. From 2014 through 2019, you were the NBA's most clutch player. What is it about those moments that you love?
Your confidence comes from the work that you put in. So I'm just comfortable in any position because I know that if I get to my spot, I get off the shot that I want to get off, I think I'm going to make it. I do it over and over again every single morning, every single night. I don't care if we're down 1 or down 10 or up 10. If I get to where I want to get to on the floor, I feel like I'm a force to be reckoned with.
Welcome back to Inside the Heat. After 8 seasons with 3 teams, Jimmy Butler found the right home with the Miami Heat. He knew this organization was a perfect match because everyone embraces the same basketball values he does. After making it official, it was time for Jimmy to meet his new teammates and learn more about the culture. You made it clear when you arrived here in Miami that the culture dynamic, you needed that in your life. How much more affirmed are you in those feelings, or is there anything that changes your view about the fit and how it's so cozy?
It's incredible. But the thing that I didn't know is like how hands-on everybody is around here and how this is a family atmosphere. I have some incredible teammates. In order to play for this organization, you have to be about something greater than yourself. And that's everybody throughout this whole organization, not just the players, not just the coaches, everybody.
So much of this league is about finding the right fit for players and organizations. We're aligned. We think about the game in the same way. It's about winning. It's about trying to get to the highest level.
We're all in it to win a championship. We're all in it to make each other better human beings. That's right at home for me.
And in his new home, Jimmy quickly made an impact, averaging over 20 points.
Butler for the tie. Yes!
6 rebounds.
Butler with the offensive rebound.
And 6 assists.
Bam! With a two-handed stuff.
What do you attribute to the success of being able to surpass what people may have thought this team was going to be?
We don't really care what people think from the outside looking in because you don't go through what we go through every day. You don't understand what it takes to be able to put on a Miami Heat uniform, to come to work in this organization, in this culture every day. So we don't expect you to know. You've never done it. You haven't been around it. But for those who have, know that we're trying to win a championship. Everything that we do every single day is to win a championship. I made the right choice.
You got to go into him first?
He's about the grind. He's about the grit. He wants to work. He has a great work ethic.
I appreciate the fact that he wants to push his teammates because that simply means he wants you to get better. I'm right there with him. I think that it's important to have that inner drive. That shows that you want to win.
You have developed these fun relationships, these mentoring moments, these hard discussions you have to have with players about being more. What is it about this group and that element that's been so comfortable?
My mentality, the way I go about things does fit the culture here, but knowing that they put a lot of guys here as well that are just like me, that you can have a tough, hard conversation with, and them knowing that it's all about winning, nothing personal. And I think that my relationship has grown with so many different teammates because of it. And I expect them to do the same thing to me and to everybody else, and then we move on from it.
We need that. We need that. He's a great leader, vocal guy.
I know what type of guy Jimmy is. He's a competitor and he wants to win. So if I'm doing something wrong, I want, the vet or the leader of me to call me out and let me know that I'm not doing something the way that it needs to be done. So far, it's working out.
As soon as Jimmy joined the Heat, he developed a special relationship with Tyler Hero, declaring that Tuesdays are now Tyler Tuesday.
Tyler Tuesday? Taco Tuesday. Tyler, what you eating?
What was about him and creating the Tyler Tuesday and holding him accountable and growing him?
We need Tyler, everybody knows that. But just the way he goes about what he goes about, it's like he's been in the league as long as I've been in the league. The kid works, so comfortable in his own skin, as you could tell from the outfits that he wears to the games. He wants to do right by everybody. And I try to get him to understand, that's an impossible task. But he wants to and he cares. And whatever you ask him to do, he's always going to try to do to the best of his ability. That's just my guy. Growing up in Milwaukee, him telling me how he used to come to my college games, I'm old. But he has it. He's a Heat culture guy.
And with a roster full of Heat culture guys, Jimmy's confident he can deliver for Heat Nation.
The same thing that the city should envision, that I know for sure Coach Pat, Spo, and this organization envisions, and that's to win a championship. And like I always say, a lot of things have to align in the perfect manner, but we can compete with the best of them. We've shown that we can do that. Nobody on this roster is scared of anybody on any other roster. And I mean that. If we stay in it together and we compete at a very, very, very high level, you can't tell anybody in this organization and make them believe that we don't have a chance to win a championship.
Welcome back to Inside the Heat. For Jimmy Butler, basketball is his job, but it's not his whole life. When he's not playing or training at various hours of the day, he spends his time with the people closest to him. What he does changes from day to day, but there is one endeavor that's piqued his interest. Jimmy, you have a wide variety of interests outside of basketball. Domino, soccer, wine, thank you.
Football.
By the way. I'm sorry.
Football. Yeah.
I should know better. What are some of your favorite things to do?
Probably number one on my list right now, what you call soccer, I call football because I'm a pro, obviously.
I'm a neophyte. I'm getting
I love to watch it. Some of my really good friends play the sport, but I think it's what got me and the Dragon so close.
Yeah. These the mountains. The mountains. The Triglav.
Every single day, I get a text message. And it says brate, which is Slovenian for brother. And then it's some type of soccer celebration, soccer goal, something to do with soccer. So I know every morning whenever I wake up, I have a text message and I get to watch soccer first thing in the morning.
Jimmy enjoys sharing those hobbies with his fans, and he does so through his YouTube page.
This is Jimmy Butler, and welcome to my YouTube channel.
What is it that you're trying to convey?
That not only myself, but a lot of athletes everywhere, we do everything the way that quote-unquote normal people would do it. Me, I'm just as normal as the next human being. I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. And that's just what YouTube is for, to show you that whenever I'm not hooping, when I'm not competing at the highest level, when I'm not training, what am I doing? There you have it.
And with so many hobbies, it's his work in the community that best sums up who Jimmy Butler truly is off the court. You have done the wonderful thing. Take care of folks that are in need. The organization you have in Chicago, Being a Man. Why is it so important that you have that space and you don't really trump it?
Because I was always in that space at one point in time when I needed help.
How are you?
I'm all right, my man.
I think a lot of who I am today is because I got help at the right time. We can't sit here and pretend like I did all of this on my own.
To know that I can make them smile, I can shed a little bit of light on each and every one of these kids and families' faces means the world to me, man.
There you go.
I just always feel like somebody out there needs my help. I don't know how I can reach them.
What's going on? How are you? Good, good, good.
And I wish I could reach everybody, but I know with the platforms that I have now, I can reach a lot of people, and I try to help as much as I can.
It's always going to be bigger than basketball. You got to be a good person in order to make it.
Jimmy has more than made it, and he has gelled seamlessly with his new team.
He's been a magnificent player, an all-star player. That's really a credit to him and his will, his work ethic, his dedication, and he understands how we're wired.
Jimmy Butler comes baseline, slips by Rivers, sets up Leonard for the dunk. The unselfishness of Jimmy Butler.
He's willing to buy into our organization and our culture, and that's what we need from him. We need him to be Jimmy Butler.
But the Heat isn't the only culture he's immersing himself in.
What's up, brother? How you? Thank you, family.
In each portion of our conversation, you've alluded to loving this place. In your short time and being in Miami full time, what do you truly love about this place?
The different kind of people everywhere that you go.
Way to do your job, I told you.
There's so many different types of people with different backgrounds that live in different areas of the city that have different hobbies that they do. So anytime I'm out and about, I just talk to people, look at the walls at all the art, and see that this place has so many great people in it that love this city.
Dolly, I'm out. Soy Cubano, I had the coffee, I did it all.
And now that I'm one of them, I gotta meet more.
I'm glad you're here for a while, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you. Jimmy Butler is a man with many interests, ready to explore all that Miami has to offer. And while he is cultured, he also personifies Heat culture, always working, competing at the highest level, and above all else, winning. Eric Spoelstra likes to say that this place isn't for everyone, but it certainly is for Jimmy, and we're happy to have him here with us. Thank you so very much for watching this edition of Inside the Heat. I am Jason Jackson.